Hello class, I'm working out of your Pre-Algebra book 6.1. We are adding and subtracting fractions. Remember to add and subtract fractions, you need like denominators. So when your denominator is the same, you can just go ahead and add the numerators. 4 plus 7 is 11 over the same whole in the denominator, 9. And 9 fits into 11 one time with 2 left over, the 9. That's the mixed number that is equivalent to the improper fraction. We think about subtraction. Again, we still just check to make sure our denominators are the same. 11 minus 3 is 8, all over 12, and we reduce or simplify all the way to 2/3, dividing both the 8 and the 12 by 4. If we have unlike denominators, such as in 5/8 plus 2/3, we need to think about the least common multiple for 8 and 3. So we think, okay, that would be 24. The first number, both 8 and 3 would come to, and you could do your least common multiple tree out here and work that out to get there, if that helps you. So we'll go over an example of that in a little while. But for this, remember, we can work with each fraction individually. And to get to 24, we have to multiply by 3 in the denominator and the numerator for this fraction. So this is the 24 on the bottom. 5 times 3 is 15 on the top. To get to 24, we need times 8 on this fraction, both on the denominator and the numerator. And we get 16, and that equals 31/24. That's an improper fraction. 24 fits into 31 once, and that leaves 7 over 24. Okay, let's look at some negative fractions. Negative 2/3 minus 1/9. We have a couple of things going on here. We need to make like denominators. Well, we can keep the 1/9, but to make 3 a 9, we need to multiply by 3 on the denominator and the numerator. Negative transfers down. 2 times 3 is 6 over 9 minus 1/9. That stays the same. And remember, this is like adding a negative. So we will have negative 6 plus negative 1. That's more negative, negative 7, all over 9. Let's look at adding mixed numbers. 1 and 5/9. I'm going to change that. Let's do 1 and 5/6 plus 4 and 4/9. There's a couple ways we could tackle this. So just working with the fraction and thinking, oh, we can add those if we have like denominators. We would carry down our 1 and make both of these an 18 for the least common multiple. Our 4 carries down. Transfer your whole numbers over on these. Work with your fraction the same way. Just your whole number transfers with it. So times 3 times 3 to get there, times 2 to get there. Okay, going to be 1 plus 4, 15 plus 8, all over 18. Now working in the margin. 5 stays, but 23/18 is equal to 18 fits into 23 once, and we have 5 of the 18 left over. So that would be like 5 plus 1 plus 5/18. So we consider this in our final answer, and we would have this equal to 6 5/18. Another way to tackle this problem is 1 5/6 plus 4 4/9. You can say 6 times 1 plus 5 is 11/6, plus 9 times 4 plus 4 is 40/9. To get like denominators, 6 and 9 both go into 18. 6 times 3, so 11 times 3, 33. 9 times 2, so 40 times 2, 80. That's going to equal 113/18. Okay, so 18 fits into 113 6 times, and it's going to use up 108 of the 13, so it leaves 5 of the 18 left over. So you can see going through this method, making improper fractions is just like keeping the whole number and working with the fraction in the result. 6 5/18, 6 5/18. And then going back, we have 7/10 minus 4/15, and we're not sure what the least common multiple is. Remember, to find that like denominator, you can factor tree it out. 2 and 5. 15 is 3 and 5. So if that's true, then you have 2 times 3 times 5, and that's going to give you your least common multiple, and that's going to be 30. So 10 and 15 first come to 30 as a like denominator. Have to do times 3 on this fraction to get there, and times 2 on this fraction to get there, and you're going to end up with 13/30. I hope this helps, and I'll see you soon.